Children love Valentine's Day, and my kids are no exception. They each have something picked out for cards that they'll give to their friends. Of course, the older they get, the more mature the ideas get, but images range from superheroes to teddy bears on the front. And on the back, usually there's some sort of message. The message is basically the same. It's either a statement of affection followed by the question, will you be my Valentine? Or Happy Valentine's Day. Have you ever thought that there are some pretty strong parallels between God and Valentine's Day? God has written essentially a story of a great love for us, and it's not written on some small card, but it's contained in the pages of the Bible. The story begins with the Garden of Eden, with God giving man everything that he needs, and later on we read because of man's sin and God's great love about him sending his son to die for us. John 3 and verse 16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Verse 17 says, for God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Throughout the New Testament, there's an overreaching theme with the question that God is continually asking, will you be mine? We have two choices in answering the question. We can either answer yes and be obedient and by becoming a faithful Christian and remaining faithful, or we can choose to answer no and continue to walk in darkness. However, the end result is far more serious than some small card given on a whim on Valentine's Day. You see, the answer affects our eternal destiny. In Matthew 7 and verse 21, Jesus says, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name and cast out demons in your name and done many mighty wonders in your name? And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness. Therefore, whoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him to a wise man who built his house on a rock. And the rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, and it did not fall, for it was founded on the rock. But everyone who hears these sayings of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. The rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, and it fell, and great was its fall. Of course, it should be noted as well that the devil is constantly trying to get us to be his Valentine. But he has no love to induce us or entice us with. He only has the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, according to 1 John 1:16. And that's what he uses to gain our affection. We need to carefully choose whose Valentine we consent to be. Have a great Valentine's Day from the Jon Paul Show.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Spurlin of the Jon Paul Show, brought to you by AdventuresInMinistry.com, the Palisades Church and Live Leaders Program. We want to make sure and thank you for watching and for supporting our show. And on behalf of John and myself and Caleb and our producing crew who puts the show on for you every week, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for watching us. And we would like to wish you and yours a very happy Valentine's Day. God bless you. Have a great week. And we look forward to seeing you Friday.